Before we dig into a breakdown of the arrangement, I'll introduce the band members and discuss their role in this song. There's Gert Berkauer on drums and Marcelli Briganti on bass. Both very experienced band players that lay down a very lean and mean rhythm part in this song. This groove does not lend itself to elaborate fills or gallery play. In a song like this, the vocals will get the most attention, and playing busy backup parts will irritate the singer and make the lyrics inaudible. The drum part is concise, and bass and drum accents need to coincide. Sometimes every single accent is discussed and arranged to get the maximum effect out of the arrangement. In styles like soul, southern rock and funk, there's not a lot of space to improvise with these rhythmic accents. It's all about doing the job and laying the groove down, which is what these cats are all about. Let's move on to Karen Henny on the Hammond organ. Her role in this arrangement is to lay down a carpet of sound. She can't be too harmonically experimental. The chords are simple major and minor triads, and every color or extension she wants to add needs to fit right in. Even adding simple colors from the key that we're in, which is the key of C major, can be tricky, depending on where she puts it in the chord, high or low, and where she puts it in the rhythm, on heavy beats or syncopated. Another thing she has to take into account is the relationship between the top note of the chord she's playing and the vocal melody. She could choose to double up some or all of the melody notes or stay away from them. Doubling a melody note will give certain notes extra stress. If a keyboard player wants to do that, the rhythmic location of these double notes needs to be exactly the same as in the vocals. If the vocalist improvises only slightly with that rhythm, it's best for a piano or organ player to stay away from this technique of doubling. The arrangement will start to sound muddy and sloppy if this happens too often. It'll make the singer look bad, and you don't want that. Knowing your spot in the rhythm and in the harmony is crucial for a keyboard player and a guitar player. One interesting thing we'll discuss is the function of the left hand of a keyboard player in an arrangement. Like guitar players, in any arrangement you write, a keyboard player needs to focus on the lowest note he or she plays in regards to the bass player's part. If the organ or piano part is in the same pitch range as the bass player plays, or one octave up, so still on the low side, the rhythm and choice of notes become crucial. In a heavily arranged groove like the one we're playing here, Karen can experiment with doubling the bass exactly in certain parts. The doubling of the bass could work well in the introduction or one of the earlier verses. She needs to make sure she plays exactly what the bass player plays. If the arrangement becomes too thick, again, use your ears as a guide, she will have to leave her left hand part out. She'll play the triads in a carpet-like fashion with her right hand only in the parts that require a harmonic layer. In this case, mainly in the pre-chorus. She can use her volume pedal to make the chords appear out of nothing, so without a clear rhythmic feel, which works great in a song like this. The harmony will be supported, and she'll stay out of everybody's hair. Guitarists can play syncopated and muted rhythms a lot easier than organ players or piano players, so they'll often have that role. Now, if you don't have an organ player, one of the guitars could take that role in a song like this by playing these chords or triads in the same carpet-like fashion. On electric guitar, we have my buddy Jaap Pronk, an excellent electric and acoustic guitar player and a great vocalist. Together with Jaap, I need to figure out what we're going to be playing in this song. The arrangement needs to be transparent and open, which means staying away from thick chords like bar chords. The same harmonic and rhythmic limitations that Karen has on the Hammond organ apply to our guitar parts. This could mean for certain arrangements that one of us is not going to be playing at all, which is exactly what Jaap does in the first 4 bars of the song. At the end of the 4-bar introductory phrase, the drums signal the real beginning of the song. The harmony is now clear, the groove is laid down, and we now know in which dialect, if you will, the song will be arranged. In the second 4-bar phrase, Jaap picks up my bassline guitar riff, where Marcello on bass starts laying down a simpler groove, focusing on the roots of the chords. At that point I start playing, you guessed it, triads. And Jaap is playing the same type of triads in the third part of the song. Because of the harmonic space and the higher pitch range, we're playing them on the top 3 strings. And in the last part of the song, I'm playing Hendrixian double stops and triads on the lower 3 middle strings. In that part of the song, Jaap is playing a layer of open string chords. Let's check out the triads on the top 3 strings first. The triads I'm playing here are a C major, an F major, a G major, and an A minor triad. These triads are all played in close proximity, which makes them fit in real smooth with the harmony. The rhythm is very transparent and repetitive. We're basically playing beats 2 and 4, following the snare drum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. It's one of the 3 positions we can play these triads in without moving all over the place. The harmonic phrase is pretty simple. It's a 1 chord going to a 4 chord, going to a 5 chord, which are all major chords in the key of C, and then ending on the 6 minor, which is an A minor. To gradually increase the intensity of the arrangements, I chose to move these triads up the neck. There are 3 identical phrases played after each other in the song. I move the cluster of triads up the neck through the 3 possible positions of triads in close proximity. The first one had the root of the 1 chord on string 3, which is C, with the other triads real close. The second one sits here with the root on string 1. It's the top of a C bar chord, as you can see. This is the 4 chord in close proximity, this is the 5 chord, and this is the 6 minor chord. The third and last location of these close proximity triads is around the 12th fret. You'll have your 1 chord here, C major triad, the 4 chord here, F, 5 chord here, G, and the 6 minor chord right there.